From Nutrien Ag Solutions, I'm Senior Meteorologist Andrew Pritchard with your Canadian Prairie weather story for Monday, June 12th, 2023. We'll start off looking at the satellite picture. It's rather quiet across the prairie today. The radar will reflect that as well, but we've got some strong jet stream winds to the west coming across the Pacific, and we are headed into a rather active next 7 to 10 days, and that's going to spell a lot of rain chances, especially in the west, but spreading central and east as we head through the back half of that 5 to 10 day window. As I said, the radar is pretty quiet this morning. Still quite a few hot spots as we check in with those current fires. Anywhere, across the northern tier of the Prairie province is quite active right now as far as those ongoing fires go. The rain that will be coming over the next 5 to 10 days is going to be good news there, mitigating some of that risk. Temperatures on the mild side, mid-teens for just about everyone here on Monday morning. We'll take a look at the jet stream pattern again. Right now, the prairie kind of caught up in between things. We've got some higher pressure that's led to quieter conditions, mild conditions across the, ag belt here across the prairie. But just off to the west, again, a corridor of very strong jet stream winds, and that is what is in our future here across the Canadian prairie. So let's animate this. And you can watch them come across the prairie here in a series. There's a system here early this week. We'll have another one, kind of a subtle midweek system before we see a larger area of jet stream winds spreading over the top of Western Canada here as we get into the weekend and early next week. So looking at the European ensemble, the week 1 precipitation forecast on the left, and then week 2 on the right. Again, over the next week, heavy rainfall chances here across a wide swath of Alberta into northern Saskatchewan. A big chunk of British Columbia there as that first wave of stronger jet stream winds comes in. And then as we move into week 2, we start to see those jet stream winds overspread all of Western Canada with that rainfall chance spreading from west to east. So looking at the near term here, this will be the high resolution NAM model taking us through Thursday morning. So let's go ahead and pause this, bring it back. Again, a quiet Monday for just about all of us. We've got a weak frontal boundary here where maybe we see an isolated shower or storm firing up during the afternoon and evening. Better chances for rain come in on Tuesday night into Wednesday. This is Tuesday evening. We're starting to see those stronger jet stream winds overspreading western Alberta right now, looking for showers and storms developing across that region. Calgary, Edmonton, getting it on the shower and storm activity by the end of the day on Tuesday. This takes us into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning now, watching that storm system move from west to east across the region. And then we get into Wednesday evening. We'll see that heavier rain west, and then along the frontal boundary here, look for isolated to scattered showers and storms developing across the region. And that is why here, this week, the heavier rain chances confined to areas off to the west, while as that front kind of marches from west to east, we see those scattered shower and storm or scattered showers and storms developing, leading to that kind of variable precipitation look here off to central and eastern portions of the prairie. So we'll look at that here, the total rainfall forecast from the NAM. This just goes through Wednesday night, so know that this continues to spread off to the east as we head through Wednesday night into Thursday morning. But there you see it, heavier rain to the west, lighter, more scattered rainfall totals as you head off to the east. Taking it through Friday, looking at the European model on the left, the GFS model on the right, same story, heavier widespread totals to the west, lighter, more isolated, or lighter, more variable rainfall totals as you make your way off to the east. Parts of central and southern Manitoba, maybe you get an isolated, stronger thunderstorm or two to pop up, producing some corridors of heavier rainfall. That's what you see here with the European model across eastern and southeastern portions of Manitoba. And then you see that here reflected in the GFS a little bit further to the west across, western and southwestern portions of Manitoba. So some question marks there. That would be Thursday as that front moves through. Where do we get some heavier showers and thunderstorms to pop up, giving those localized pockets of heavier rain? So bit of a different tale here west to east as we go through the next 5 days. But again, rain continues to spread east as we head into the weekend and early next week. We'll look at the European operational model here, and there you see it. Looking at the next 10 days, let's go ahead and step back. We'll animate this over time, and I'll show you each system. This is, as we get started here on Monday, you see kind of the void of jet stream winds overhead. We've got high pressure. That leads to quieter conditions. And then as we head into Tuesday, here comes the first system. That's the one that develops the showers and storms across Alberta as we get into Tuesday night and Wednesday. This one then moves off to the east as we get deeper into the week. But you see how it kind of pushes into Alberta, giving us those heavier rainfall chances, and then it kind of lifts up over the top of a ridge here. And we don't have those really strong jet stream winds as the low moves further east. This would be Thursday and Friday. So that's the reason why we kind of lose the heavier and more widespread nature to that rainfall deeper in the week as the system pushes west to east. But we get this next little push. Here's that little subtle midweek system that's kind of kicked out, subtle weekend system that's kind of kicked out by the stronger trailing jet stream wave here. This one moves in as we get into early next week. The exact track of this is going to make a difference where we get the heavier rainfall, but this is a large area of jet stream winds kind of lifting into the region and fanning out as they do so. We get a lot of rising motion when we get a pattern like this, and that would lead to a widespread opportunity for shower and thunderstorm activity as we get into, again, the back half of the weekend and early next week. So let's take the European model, the operational model, all the way into the weekend and early next week. We'll step through time kind of day by day with this as well before we look at temperatures and wrap up this video. Again, a rather quiet, uneventful start to the week. The first storm system moves in Tuesday night into Wednesday. This would be midnight Wednesday. This is Wednesday morning. See the heavier rain on the back side of the system. Then we get into, this will be a Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. Again, heavier rain on the backside of the system across Alberta and northern Saskatchewan. Much more isolated hit or miss as you make your way across central and eastern portions of the prairie. This would be Thursday morning. Here is Thursday evening. And this would be Friday morning. We're starting to kind of lose the system. We still have that front right here. We could still see some pockets of heavier rain developing with any stronger showers and storms across that region Thursday night into Friday morning. Looking at Friday night, now this would be Saturday morning, and this is when we get into that more active pattern where I've got less confidence in the specifics but higher confidence in widespread heavy precipitation. This is an opportunity for a lot of people to pick up some rainfall here as we get into the end of the weekend and early next week, June 19th, 20th, 21st. Check this out. We got snow in the higher elevations. This is just a classic, almost, springtime storm system here. A lot of moisture wrapping around. A lot of folks looking, to pick up some rain from this if we get this to manifest here 6 to 7 days out there. So we'll be watching this one closely. I'm sure we'll be talking more about it as we get deeper into the week and the weekend here. An opportunity for a lot of people to pick up some rain. This would be the next 10 days, the best chance to pick up a couple of inches of rain in this corridor here. That includes Grand Prairie, Edmonton, Calgary, Red Deer, Lethbridge, kind of right on that line there between the heavier rain and more isolated rain. And then you make your way off to the central and eastern portions here. Still opportunities for corridors of heavier rain, but going to wait probably till the coming weekend into early next week before we start to see those rainfall chances really ramp up beyond isolated to scattered opportunities central and east. Finishing it up here, this is the European ensemble picture. The forecast probability of picking up more than half an inch of rain over the next 10 days, and then this would be more than 2 inches of rain over the next 10 days. So again, you see the corridor of heaviest rainfall here across Alberta and northern Saskatchewan, and then you see the still great chances of picking up at least a half an inch of rainfall here with these scattered shower and thunderstorm opportunities. And over the weekend into early next week, we'll start to see those rainfall opportunities spreading across central and eastern portions of the prairie in a much more widespread fashion. Temperatures certainly going to be trending cooler across the west. They'll maintain those warmer temperatures a little bit longer in the cross central and eastern portions of the prairie. We don't see quite so much in the way of cloud cover and precipitation. What does that look like? Well, Calgary, high of 30 tomorrow, 15 for the high on Wednesday, 18 on Thursday, 23 on Friday. So, a big drop in temperatures there. Same thing in Edmonton. 30 for the high tomorrow, 16 on Wednesday. Saskatoon, 30 degrees for the high. Pretty much today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. It'll drop down to 21 on Thursday, a similar look here in Regina, and then Winnipeg a little steadier, high temperatures in the middle to upper 20s as we make our way through the next 5 to 7 days plus.